Welcome to another ride on Taxi Jabula, a show where ideas and conversations always come together to touch a lot of hearts. Much love to everyone for the continued support, and special shout out to the City of St. John's and Arsenal. It is your grants which continue making it possible for us to keep doing this show. I'm your host, Mr. T, and in today's episode we have a special appointment with Tara, the dance doctor. So how have you been keeping up with your dancing over the past few months?
I teach a lot where I am, so I dance with my students, but I don't actually dance professionally here. I don't have a dance partner, and when I go out to socials, because I live in a small town, I know kind of what I'm going to get, and kind of already in this position where if I wanted to be excited about dancing, I had to really motivate myself to do that. And so I just, as a habit, have always practiced dancing by myself. The quarantine, the COVID didn't change my own dancing practices that much, other than the fact that I can't travel to Cuba.
Now, if I feel, take us back to where this all started.
Like ballet, tap, and jazz, starting when I was like 3 years old. And then when I was 9 years old, my grandma took me to a ballroom dance competition. And I just was like stars in my eyes, like I need to do that. So I started doing ballroom partner dancing when I was 9. And I actually was a competitive international Latin dancer for most of my adolescence. And I won several pro-am competitions around the United States. Just by pure coincidence, got hired to work at an Arthur Murray studio. And that's where I really started to fall in love with what social dancing is. And then from there, I left and started my own studio, and then went to Cuba and just got a whole new lease on what dancing is and what social dancing is, and rhythm and sabor, flavor, and all of those things. So I've been teaching professionally for about 8 years, and my journey in teaching has also really changed, because I came into teaching with that kind of competitive ballroom attitude, and because of who my students are, which is it's mostly retired people who want to do dancing as a hobby, I've really changed the way that I teach, so that instead of having that really competitive mindset, I'm teaching people how to be the best social dancers that they can be, still with a lot of attention to detail, and giving them my expert opinion. But
what is one thing that you would say people take for granted, but that actually limits them from taking their dancing to the next level?
Connection. I think a lot of people learn steps and they learn styling, and they worry a lot about their own dancing, which is important. It's very important. But the thing that I really harp on in my classes, and that's really important to me, is connecting to your partner, especially in social dancing, because everybody's a little bit different. And so I really feel like that sensitivity in the connection, in the lead and the follow, is super important in being able to enjoy yourself and express yourself while you're dancing. Because I always say I teach a lot of couples, and I'm like, if you're not going to connect to one another, you might as well just dance by yourself. It's like, looking at both, visually connecting, physically connecting. And so
what is it that they get out of the experience of following some of your videos?
I think the thing that makes me unique, the thing that I have to offer, is that I'm really good at breaking things down. So I really take pleasure in helping just the average person be able to dance, because I feel that dancing is just one of the most joyful things that you can do. And I think, if there were more joyful people in the world would be a better place. And I think dancing is a great way to achieve that. And I know a lot of people get into their head, a lot of them from a young age, that they can't dance, or they're not good at dancing, or they shouldn't dance for whatever reason. And I think that the special thing that I bring is being able to break things down and impart information in a way that makes everybody feel like, oh, okay, I can do this. And also, I do a lot of repetition, which people like, and I do things slowly, and then I do them up to tempo, so that people really get, even though I'm not there with them and I can't give them feedback, they get a similar experience to as if they were in a class with me. Well, you can search Dance Doctor on YouTube and click on the blue emblem and subscribe to my channel. And I upload new videos, maybe 1 or 2 every week. And so there you can find all the different stuff that I have to offer. I don't have a Facebook page for Dance Doctor, but I do have an Instagram page, and the handle is Dance Doctor Online. And so I do post videos of dancing, and then also updates about when I'm posting new videos.
Okay, no, perfect.